Happy Saturday story time. This is Karen from Shrooms and Shrugs, and this is my soft launch back into the social media world that is YouTube. So, I thought today we would tell the story of the last time I've done Baneful Magic. Now, the last time I did Baneful Magic, I was working for a carpenter. Yeah, right. I was working for a company called let's call them Big Red Bullseye. Okay? It was retail. And I worked in a department called Plano. Now, in this department called Plano, your job was to set up the aisles early in the morning up until the afternoons, making sure the aisles and usually the end caps were done by team leaders in that department, but sometimes you had to do end caps as well. Now, I got this job from the Plano department because they had split up Plano and pricing because it used to be one department together. The woman who did Plano and pricing, from what I was told, chose to stick with the pricing department. And I, because I did such a good job as the toys and sporting goods team lead, they gave me the job of the Plano department. Well, there were a couple of girls who were none too happy about that. They wanted their old boss back. And they did everything they possibly could to make my life horrible and tried to make me seem like a horrible boss. They didn't want to do their job. I would have to stay late to finish their work. And it was just a disaster. Started spreading rumors about me. Now, I was an in-the-closet witch. I didn't tell too many people at the time what I practiced or what I did. And I was also very empathetic. So I did try. I had HR meetings. I did everything you're supposed to do when things are, crappy at your job and you're trying to make them better. Well, things kept escalating. The more I tried to fix it, the worse that these two individuals got. One in particular. And I had had enough of her. So in my back pocket, I kept a freezer spell. It is a very simple, yet very powerful freezer spell. I won't tell you everything that goes into it, but it will say it involves water and paper and a pen in your freezer, and it does not take much. It's a lot of intention, a lot of emotion. However, the problem is, when you do a spell, and you are emotion heavy, and you are powerful in your emotions, as a bipolar person would be, because they are extremely well aware and extremely in touch with their emotions. They can't regulate them, but they can use them, especially as witches. All I wanted this girl to do was to shut her mouth and become too involved in her own life to worry about my life. And that's exactly what happened. A week goes by. Things start to quiet down on her end because she, from what I understand, is living with her boyfriend and they start to have problems. They're fighting all the time. They're not getting along. It's to the point where she's going to have to move back in with her parents. It's bad. Now, this is all rumors. It's not like she told me this herself. Then she started having trouble coming to work because her car, which never had a problem before, started breaking down in all sorts of different ways. Now, in the background, here I am, laughing my ass off. Because every time she tries to go against me, that spell kicks her right in the ass. Now, here is why I stopped doing Baneful Magic. The spell had gotten to a crescendo to the point that her dog, which had nothing wrong with him prior, it wasn't like he was an old dog. It was a cute little white, little lap dog type thing. Can't remember the exact breed. I never aim for pets and children. However, that's what happened. I killed her dog with that spell. I didn't mean to. It was an accident, and after that I reversed the spell very quickly. Her life still was in chaos, and she had left me alone, but not before damage I never meant to happen happened. I felt awful, and I had never done baneful magic again after that. I say that to say this. You realize this is a soft launch. I haven't been vlogging. I stopped vlogging because a person of upper management / directing reported my vlogs because I was filming while I was at work. What are you going to do? I wasn't doing anything against their codes or anything illegal, but I wasn't breaking HIPAA. I wasn't even breaking any of what they wanted me to do. But this woman clearly had it out for me and wanted something to happen to me. Luckily, nothing happened to me. I was warned by someone in upper management that someone had it out for me and I needed to take down anything I had filmed at work. Did I? I privatized it. I still have the videos. They're just private, so only I can see them for now. For now. This person also thought that they wouldn't get caught and that they would stay anonymous. Well, that was dumb on their part. You set traps, you make friends with the right people, you find out real quick who reported you, and I know who reported me. And I will just say that the idea of putting their name in the freezer, very tempting. I've been dabbling my toe back into the idea of doing baneful magic again. I just haven't felt the need to do it until then. And I almost did. But being the smart witch that I am, I pulled cards. And the cards said, no casting, no spell work. And it's because the universe already has this person in their radar. I don't have to worry about doing a thing or feeling guilty or worrying my magic's going to backfire because this person has children and fur babies, which is always a fear of mine whenever I think about baneful magic, because I don't want what happened before to happen again. But I don't have to worry about because the universe is going to take care of it for me, and is in fact in the process of doing so. Now, will I eventually go back to baneful magic? Maybe. But I will always pull cards and consult my pendulum before I ever do anything like that. Because I want to make sure that it is justified. Oh my goodness. Even nature agrees with me. Did you hear Mother Nature blowing that wind out there for me? So, for now, the magic I'll stick with is protection, happiness, abundance, and those that wrong me, those that try to be vindictful against me, they will get what's coming to them. Because what they don't know is, I am divinely protected. I'm also protected by some very powerful witchy friends. And I'm not worried about you. Nor should anyone be really worried about anyone. If you are strong in your convictions, You are strong in your power. You have the support system you need from either other witches or the universe itself. These tiny little people with their tiny little vendettas, who for God knows which reason they have them, they will fail, as they do fail. And that's why you should always, always just draw cards before you. I'm not saying, threefold law and all that other Wiccan whatever. I'm not saying don't ever do baneful magic. I'm just saying pull your cards. Do your divination before you do anything. Once you do, you'll be able to figure out, do I need to do this? Do I need to waste my energy on this? I'm luckily I don't. I don't have to at all. And it's a wonderful feeling. So that's it for my story time for today. This is the current project we've been working on. And I will see you for another story time on another day.